I've spotted a possible early warning sign that could indicate either a short-term pullback or some sort of retest of key levels, and it's definitely something you need to keep your eye on. Quick announcement, I just made a brand new Discord server. If you guys want to join the community, ask me questions directly, or come along with me through this whole journey, make sure you hop in. I'll leave the link in the description, and thank you. For real-time updates on my trades, entries, and portfolio decisions, don't forget to follow me on Twitter. Make sure you like the video and subscribe, and let's get into the video. Welcome back to my channel, everyone. I hope you're doing well. Now, I know I've been giga bullish these last few days, and we still are. Nothing has changed in the long term, but I want to talk about a few signs of slowing momentum and some short-term bearish targets that are in the realm of possibility. And I say this very lightly because the day is not over, and mainly I want to talk about the declining momentum in the MACD histogram, and the day is not over, so this could change, and this could still close higher than the one before it. And that alone could invalidate our entire idea here, but that's not the only thing I have pulled up. I do have some key resistance that are playing out on the pitchfork, and I want to show you guys a couple new pitchforks. Now, before anyone panics, these are short-term moves, and they do not matter in the big picture. You guys know we're not short-term traders. We're not here for the short term. We're here for the long term. But even so, it's important to stay open to all possibilities, because when we finally do roll over, and I'm not saying right now is the top, but it's going to catch a lot of people off guard. And honestly, I keep saying this because there's a cult or a psyop on crypto Twitter where they'll have you believe that buying Bitcoin right now is the way to go. And listen, that's fine. If you want to buy Bitcoin and think it's going to go up forever, I do not disagree. I do think Bitcoin will go to $1 million and beyond one day. But that does not mean you should be buying it in these overheated markets when the bear markets exist. Okay, it's not that the bear markets don't exist anymore. So why are you buying the top? If I was you, keep your cash on the side if you're not in the market and wait for an entry in the bear market. Now, I'm going to get into the analysis part, so this is going to be a quick analysis, and the reason I'm bringing this up today is mainly because, as I said, the histogram is showing signs of losing momentum. Now, this can still change by the end of the day, so do not take it as gospel, but right now, if we look at the weekly chart on the histogram, it is just barely green. It's on extreme thin ice, okay? And if it closes red by the end of the week, that could be our first signal that the market needs to cool off a bit. But I honestly do not think that's going to happen. So let's move to the daily chart. And I want to take a look at our pitchfork here. So I have a couple pitchforks to show you, but let's just look at this one first. Now, when we look at this pitchfork, Bitcoin is having these big wicks. It's breaking all-time highs. It did yesterday and the day before that. But why is there so much resistance here? And you can see it's kind of free. Like, why is it not just pushing up? Are we going to bounce off this line at 123 and then continue going? So if you look at this pitchfork, it's pulled from this low. You can also pull a pitchfork from this low and this low, and if we do that, we can have a clearer picture of what's going on. So first, I'm going to remove this pitchfork. I'm going to open this one. So our old one was pulled from this low, and now we're pulling it from this low. And here you can get a little bit of a clearer picture of what's going on. It's clearly having resistance at this dotted line, and I do not doubt the possibility to retest this median line around 21K. And so yeah, that is a possibility. It might have to retest this median line before we finally do break out. And then if we come here, okay, so remember, first one we pulled from this low, and then we pulled from this one. Now we're gonna pull from this low. So when we do that, let me get rid of this one, and then I'll pull this one up. You can see it's pulled from right here. We get a way clearer picture of what's going on here. You can see that Bitcoin has a massive resistance here, and it has retested it once, twice, and this is the third time, and you can clearly see here that there is resistance. Now, the more we hit this resistance, the weaker it will become. But remember, our first possible pullback was to the median line on that other pitchfork, and I'd say the lowest possible pullback would be 116K. Very unlikely for me, but we will keep it in the realm of possibility, and if it does, I think eventually, of course, we will finally break this. And I honestly doubt this will even happen, but as I said, we're going to keep this in the back of our minds as a possibility. And I want you guys to keep an eye on each one of these pitchforks. I mean, they all tell the same story, but if one pitchfork is confusing or something isn't right, then just make another one, look around, and you will find a pattern. And you can clearly see one here. And the top of this pitchfork is also around 140. We'll just say 140, which lines up with our other targets for our other pitchforks. Now, this is very messy, so I'm going to get rid of all this. Now, as I said, it's still early in the day. We could make higher highs today, and that MACD could look very different by the end of the day. So do not take it as gospel. As I said, just take it with a grain of salt and keep your eye on it. So medium to long term, I still think we're heading anywhere from 140, extended to 160, extended to 190 possible. Okay, that's still on the table. Now, even though I'm making this video for short-term traders or somebody who just wants a short-term view, they want to know what's going on within the next couple days, I would honestly say stay out of the market. I'd say good luck to any short-term traders. If we do get a pullback to 116 or 121, then it could be a good entry, but it's your funeral. I would not do it. I would sit back and watch. The markets are extremely bullish and strong, and entries are extremely tough if you're not already positioned. This is the point where discipline matters more than anything, because as we move closer to the top, we'll start seeing screenshots on Twitter, people bragging about buying new Bitcoin. I'm buying Bitcoin at the top. It's going up forever. Guys, we're going to see everything. It's all fluff. It's all kapoof. It's all fake. This time is not different. They will say it is different. Do not fall for it. It is not, okay? It is not a good idea to buy Bitcoin in an overheated market like this at all-time highs. Even if Bitcoin goes to 140, even 190, the risk to reward is just not there for me. It's not worth it for new buyers. And in reality, when the bear market hits and new investors are buying at all-time highs, do you think they're gonna sell? They're not gonna sell. They're gonna be left holding the bags for years. Okay, and it's gonna be 2021 all over again. Wait for 2026. The opportunity will be there, okay? Be patient. Anyways, guys, that's pretty much it today. We're not bearish. We're open to all possibilities. And the long-term trend is still bullish. And I think we're going to be ripping all-time highs regardless of any short-term movement. And I know it was a quick video, but I hope it was informative. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Please join the Discord, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.